Random. Definition. Made, done, happening, or chosen without method or conscious decision. Hello YouTube! This is Chriz Maniac bringing you folks another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and this is a very unique battle versus Devon, and this is a mixed tier match. Anyways, how Devon made this team is that he asked his Facebook group on which Pokemon to use in a really random battle, and this is what he got chosen. He has a freaking Beedrill and a Beautifly in it. He has so much rock type weaknesses in his team. Anyways, looking at my team, I got a really random team too. And I'm just playing along with his team so that it's fair and it's a fun battle. And this should be very fun and interesting because we have such unorthodox Pokemon. When have you seen like a Clefairy or like a Furret or a Beautifly in a competitive Pokemon match? Almost never, and this is one of those times, folks, in my channel. Anyways, let us begin the battle. So, seeing all the rock weaknesses in his side of the field, it is important for me to set up rocks first thing right away. And in comes Beedrill, I'm like, okay, he probably won't go for a Poison Jab right away, so that is great, he doesn't go for it, and I can set up rocks with my Clefairy. And how the heck does Clefairy get rocks? When I looked at Bulbapedia, I saw it gets rocks, I'm like, whoa, it gets rocks? Okay, I'm gonna put rocks to the Clefairy because no one would expect that, and indeed, I don't think Devon expected that, and now his team is crippled by the rocks in the field. But then again, I have all this poison on the floor right now, and that kind of sucks. He goes for Poison Jab finally, but I switch into my Furret, and my Furret's almost like knocked out at this point. But my Furret, he's gonna avenge all that poison on him and that Poison Jab, and he's gonna go for a double edge, absolutely wrecking that Beedrill. And that Furret this has destroyed that Beedrill. So far, it looks like an NU game right now, just NU or PU Pokemon rather, just facing off versus each other. And now I bring in my OU Pokemon, which is my Weavile, or is this now UU? I'm not sure. I think it got bumped down to BL. But anyways, in comes Rhyperior, and this is actually my Weavile that doesn't have perfect IVs from last gen, so I'm not even sure if it'll work, but it still has the move tutor move, Low Quick, and that does quite a bit of damage to Rhyperior, but it's not enough to knock it out. But he just goes for Hammer Arm, just absolutely annihilating it 5 times over my Weavile, and down goes my Weavile to like an ultra effective move, times 4 super effective. Anyways, I can just revenge KO his Rhyperior with a Bug Buzz that is Tinted Lens, boosted by Specs, so I can just smash that thing, and down goes his Rhyperior. So far, this battle is very hyper offensive, just Pokemon dropping like flies on both sides of the field. Anyways, he has Drift Blim, and I can just hit this thing up with another Bug Buzz, I don't really care. And he has Rocks damage anyways too, so I'm hoping this will be a 2 KO. It's looking close to it. He goes for a Thunder Wave right here, that kind of sucks, that slows my, my little, what's it called again? Yeah, Mega, that's what it's called, right. He goes for a Rest right here, so I'm like, damn, he has Rest. And I have never seen Rest and Drifblim before, but I guess Devon is one of those people who runs like Resto, Chesto, Drifblim, and this kind of tells me that he has boosting set, and he potentially has Baton Pass. But instead he doesn't have Baton Pass, I guess that's just for recovery right there. And he goes for Hex, does a lot of damage to Young Mega. Fortunately, you don't get paralyzed, and I can deal lots of damage to his Drifblim, almost knocking it out. So right here, I choose to switch out, and I bring in my Clefairy once again, because I have Heal Ball on this Clefairy too. It is actually my Clefairy from last gen. It has imperfect IVs, but it has the really valuable move tutor moves that I could use. Anyways, he goes for the Hex, does a lot of damage to me, and I can see where his team is going. He has the Toxic Spikes in the field, and Hex works really well with it. Anyways, I can just go for a Heal Ball, just get all the Toxic and Paralysis off of me, and my Yanmega is back in the game. It can still fight really well because it can have its speed here still. Anyways, Rosemary is here. I bring him his own piece of medicine right here with my Toxic, knocking that Drifblim out, and my Clefairy actually knocks something out. Wow, that is unexpected. My Clefairy has no attacking moves whatsoever, but it knocked out the Drifblim, which is pretty hilarious. Anyways, in comes Zangoose, and I can Toxic this thing. And this Zangoose is gonna be a big threat to my entire team. He goes for Swords Dance right here, so I'm like, oh damn! I hope he doesn't have Quick Attack because I'm hoping to outspeed him later on. And they go for Toxic right here. And I know that I'm helping him out, but I'm hoping to stall him as long as possible just to get his HP down as much as they can. Anyways, he is down to like 80%, 90%, and I can go for the protect, bring him down to like 80% after that. He goes for the facade as expected, and he is still toxic. This Zangoose is loving the toxic, it's a druggy, like it loves the toxic in its veins, and I get that double protect right here, which is pretty nice. And double protect might be a bit like bad mannerish, but whatever, I'm doing as much as I can to bring down Zangoose, because the Zangoose could easily sweep my team. I go for a third protect right there, and I don't get the 12.5% chance to get it, and he goes for facade, absolutely destroying my Clefairy with that epic power that it has. And it's looking like it has 1 or 2 hits left in it, which is great. And now I can just bring in J Billy, John Billy, which is named after my friend, my what's it called, Chestnut, and I can just go for the Spiky Shield if he chooses to attack. And I believe I go for a Spiky Shield right here because I really want to play safe. Anyways, it comes Beautifly, another big threat of his. It gets half of its health taken away because of the rocks. Oh, look at that delicious, nutritious rocks damage. And it is really limited in what it could do. Anyways, I predict him to predict me to switch out, so I just stay in. And he goes for Quiver Dance right here. And right here, he gets all his boosts up, but that allows me to get my Leech Seed off, and I can just stall this Beautifly out, hopefully take it out, and hopefully I'm gonna defend all of his really hard-hitting attacks. I defended versus his Zangoose pretty successfully, and I'm hoping to defend versus this Beautifly. But unfortunately, this thing has a Citrus Berry, and its life is now elongated very long. That sounded kind of odd. And I go for a Spiky Shield right here, and just stalling this thing out, just getting more HP back. And it goes for a Venoshock, so I'm like, whoa, okay, I guess this team is actually a team which is bent on setting up Toxic Spikes, then going for Hex or Venoshock and my whole team. So I can't really afford that, so I switch out, and I really need my Chestnut leader on to wall his Dragonite. And I bring in Vestasia, my Ant Mega, hoping to survive on Venoshock, and retaliate back. But then again, never mind, this thing is faster than me, so my Venom, what's it called again? Yeah, Mega is out. As I can't really do versus that thing. Anyways, I bring in one of my signature Pokemon. Actually, this is my signature Pokemon, a Porygon Z. And Porygon Z is my star. It is my mascot of my entire Pokemon experience. And it has defeated Beautifly, which is great. I think I have Choice Scarf in this guy. That's the way I outsped his Beautifly. And locking myself into Ice Beam could really hurt his whole team, because Ice Beam would be super effective against his Dragonite. Anyways, he goes for Quick Attack, and he gets a crit right there, and that kind of sucks because I don't get a last hit off with my Ice Beam. And I can sweep Devon with Porygon Z Sweep, and that is awesome. That would be great. I've never got one in X and Y yet, and getting a sweep with my mascot Pokemon would be very good, but unfortunately that is for another time, and I get KO'd by the Toxic, or rather Poison. And then comes both of our last Pokemon, which is Dragonite, versus my Chestnut. And I'm hoping that my UU Pokemon can knock out this Dragonite, stall it out. I just need to predict properly. I need to predict him going for a Dragon Dance, and I need to predict him going for that Fire Punch on me, and I can get off a Spiky Shield damage off on him. So right here, he is on the timer. I'm also on the timer too because I have Poison on me. But that is kind of that doesn't really matter that much because it's not toxic, it's just regular old poison. Anyways, he goes for Dragon Dance right here. I predict that because I know he can knock me out with just one Fire Punch at this range because I am fully invested in 2 HP in defense. And I can just get off a Hammer Arm on him. That's damage still, even though it's resisted. And that's quite a bit of damage to Dragonite. That's like 1 Leech Seed basically. And I am looking to win this if I predict properly. Anyways, right here, I'm anticipating him to go for that Fire Punch, finally, after I'm like a bit worn down. Actually, no, never mind. I'm not getting worn down at all because of that Leech Seed. Anyways, yeah, go for a Spiky Shield right here. He goes for the Hurricane, so I'm like, whoa, this is special attacking Dragonite. This is dangerous. All the Dragon Dances really tricked me into thinking that he was physical, but he's actually special attacking. And that Hurricane could knock my Chestnut out in one shot if he has like max special attack or something. I go for a Spiky Shield. I don't get it, but he misses his Hurricane, and I'm like, whoa, this is actually happening. I had a 30% chance to dodge the Hurricane, and I get it. And it's sad to say that I won because of hacks, because I'm obviously gonna win now because I have one last Spiky Shield. I'll get Spiky Shield again because that chance to get it resets after you fail one. And he goes for Fire Blast right here. And that is not enough because I can just get that. I can just block that with my shield and win versus his Dragonite. Successfully stalled, and down goes his last Pokemon. So that was a very intense random battle versus Devon. We just got a bunch of random Pokemon, just battled them, and we had lots of fun. I hope people do this more often because the same old battle, like OU battle, is getting really boring. Stuff like this is really entertaining and fun to watch and play. Anyways folks, hope you enjoyed this battle. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you did, and I'll see you folks next time!